Hello, this is Rosalind, and I'm not going to be making what I intended to make because we're having some technical difficulties with our oven. So I've decided to be kind of creative. We will see whether this creativity pays off or not. I'm going to make flat iron steaks. Mashed potatoes, I already peeled them. And I'm going to make gravy, but kind of a cheesy gravy. I've got a packet of cheese sauce, 4 cheese sauce, and, hello, come back here, 2 bouillon cubes. And I'm going to smush my bouillon cubes so that they melt down easier. And, see, smoosh bouillon. This doesn't really have a name because it's not technically a recipe. Excuse me. So, mashed potatoes and steaks. That's pretty much it. Because if I throw in too much more, then my dad just isn't going to be able to eat it all. So, we're going to see how this works. First of all, I'm going to take my potatoes and I'm going to cut them up because that seems like a very good thing to do to a potato. Now, I could use like powder for my potato, making baked mashed potatoes, but these potatoes really need to see the inside of a pot before they decide to go to seed. So now I'm going to take my potatoes and I'm going to dice them up. And because it's kind of a long potato, I cut it in half here. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to come out. It may be a complete and total disaster. It may turn out well. This is Rosalind being kind of creative, so we will see what we will see. Now, I could, of course, do the gravy the way my mother did it with, you know, a little milk and flour. But I'm feeling a little too adventurous for that one. So, we're going to cut these up. Alright, now, I'm going to put them in this bowl here. And now I'm going to put some cold water on them and just let them kind of sit. I read somewhere that this helped take some of the starch out of them and help them cook better. So, we will see. Now, I'm making my seasoning to go on my steaks. So, hello. What in the world is that? That got weird on me here. Put that in the wash. Okay. I need a thinner one. There we go. Alright. Teaspoon of garlic powder. Teaspoon onion. Come on, there you go. Teaspoon of sea salt. and half teaspoon of pepper. And mix it up. And this is what my rub is going to be on my steaks. I'm going to be using my George Foreman grill for grilling them because at the moment it gives me more control. So, alright, so I patted my steaks dry. I'm putting them on this wax paper. They're not quite at room temperature, but it's okay. Rub in my rub. Good. And the reason I'm using the wax paper is because the meat isn't going to soak into it, you know, and I can rub the rub on, you know, and there's the rub. I know, I'm in a weird mood. Don't mind me. I want to make sure I get this nice and rubbed. All right, now I'm going to take my potatoes that have sat in the cold water and I'm going to strain them and then I'm going to put them in the hot boiling pot. Now, I've got my milk and my beef bouillon in here. Now I'm going to whisk in my sauce. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. And I'm going to bring it to a boil. Meanwhile, my potatoes are over here, thinking about their lives, coming to a boil. And my Foreman grill should be just about right. So, we're going to be starting this very soon. We're going to be starting cooking there very soon. So, alright, my steaks are on. And they are going to be sitting there for a minute, and then I will turn them over for a minute. And all total, probably about 11 times I will be turning them over. So, and the sauce is melting, or is, you know, evening out, which looks good. I may need to add I don't know. I guess it's good. And my potatoes are definitely boiling. I just don't want them to boil over. That's one. Alright, let's go for two. As you can tell, my steaks are getting nice and brown on the there. My sauce got really thick because I kind of lost track of it there for a moment. And my potatoes are almost to the point where I can mash them. I'd say in another minute I'll be able to go. All right? Now, I'd forgotten the last time. The guy said to, like, cook them in a little butter at the end. So that's what I'm doing right at the moment. And now I'm going to let them rest for a while. What do I do with my... Ah, there it is. Okay. And now let me mash up my potatoes. So here is the final product. We will see how it tastes. Okay, so it came out very good. I thought the steak was perfect. Daddy wasn't so fond of the spices. Cheese sauce on mashed potatoes is pretty good. A little extreme and weird, but it was pretty good. So overall, it was a success. I will make the chicken, hopefully, if we get the technical difficulties squared away in our stove. Till then,